No, you'll have to detain me. Right.
Okay. Do you want to tell us what you're doing?
He's lying to me, saying that I have to give him my details.
If you're giving us your details, I don't understand.
Know his name.
He does.
Provide you his collar number, which he's done. Doesn't need to provide his name.
He does.
Welcome to Police Prep, your trusted guide to joining the UK Police. Get expert tips for exams, interviews, fitness, and recruitment. Prepare today, protect tomorrow. This episode is shared by Matt 12128. Please check the link below, subscribe to his channel, and give him credit. In this video, Matt is calmly filming the outside of a police station, which is completely legal. Two officers rush over and rudely demand his personal details, treating his lawful filming like a crime. Matt stays calm and stands up for his rights. But instead of respecting the law, one officer loses his temper. He detains Matt, searches through his phone, and even threatens to kick Matt's dog.
What's your surname?
Well, do I have to give it?
Yes, you do.
I don't. Why are you lying?
I'm not lying.
You are lying.
Why?
He's lying. He's lying to me, saying that I have to give him my details.
If you're giving us your details, I don't understand why.
Because he's just lied to me about it.
I'm not lying to you at all.
You've just lied to said I have to give you my details.
I'm asking you
I
for your name.
don't.
Right.
Under what law do I have to give you my details?
Well, what you do have to do...
Can you keep your distance? You've got no mask on. Keep your distance.
What I'm going to do to you... No. I'm going to take your phone and I'm going to go through your phone.
Right, I'm just.
All right.
Can I just say, I'm just doing a documentary. I'll explain.
Right.
I'm just doing a documentary on police abusing, section 43.
Section 43?
Yeah.
Which is what?
Terrorism Act.
You're going to fall over.
Right. Can you just tell me what you're doing? What
Right.
section you're doing, etc.
Right. Because of the current threat situation with terrorism, alright?
Terrorist. Right. Yeah. Well, this is what I'm doing a documentary on. Yeah.
Right. You're here taking photographs of sites of interest, alright?
Yeah.
You refuse to give me your details, so I want to see what photographs you're taking, alright? And I've got the right to look at your phone.
From the start, the officer isn't honest with Matt. He tells Matt he's legally required to give his details, hoping pressure and intimidation will work. But Matt knows his rights, and when he asks the officer to name the actual law, the officer can't. The truth is simple: the only law that can force someone to give their details in public is Section 50 of the Police Reform Act 2002, and that only applies to antisocial behavior, not filming. Instead of admitting he was wrong, the officer pushes further. He claims that because Matt won't give his details, he now has the right to search Matt's phone and photos. That's wrong. Police need a warrant, or very specific terrorism powers, to access someone's phone. There is no law allowing an officer to go through someone's private photos just because they won't identify themselves.
Okay. I'm going to ask you now to...
If you detain me, you have under section 43.
Right. I'm telling you now, I'm going to look at your phone. Now how we do it is entirely up to you. I don't start getting hands on me and putting you on the floor. What I am going to do, I'm going to start looking at your
You're going to put me on the floor?
Yeah.
There'd be a lawsuit against that, you know that, don't you? Because what you're doing now is unlawful.
No, it's
I've
not.
done nothing wrong.
Right, I'm asking you now if I can have a look at
Right,
your phone.
no, you'll have to detain me. Right.
Okay. Do you want to tell us what you're doing? Am I just going to take your word for it? Do terrorists say I'm here to plant a bomb, or do they say I'm
It's a
taking
bit
pictures?
extreme.
No, it's not.
Do I
If you're
look
doing
like
it,
a terrorist?
I don't know. What does a terrorist look like? Can you describe a terrorist to me?
Common sense.
No, you need some common sense, don't you? You're absolute wasting everybody's time, aren't you? I didn't find anything.
What were you
Anything
expecting
either
to find?
way. Items relating to terrorism.
And you didn't find anything?
No, I didn't.
No.
That's right.
What's your collar number?
It's 3816.
What's your name?
I'm not telling you my name.
You need to tell me your name.
No, not under the Terrorism Act, I don't have to.
Am I still being detained under the Terrorism Act?
No, you're not.
Right, therefore, I would like your name.
Well, I'm telling you, you're not having it.
I would like your name, please.
I told you not.
Matt makes it clear that if the officer wants to look at his phone, he'll have to detain him first. Rather than stepping back and realizing how unreasonable that would be, the officer actually does it, using Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. But using anti-terror powers on a man who's simply filming in public with his dog isn't real policing, it's desperation. When Matt asks if he looks like a terrorist, the officer gives a serious-sounding but sarcastic answer: "What does a terrorist look like?" That's not a real legal justification. Matt was in normal clothes, filming openly, speaking calmly, and walking his dog. None of that comes anywhere close to the level of suspicion needed to use terrorism powers. Even after the search is over, the officer's attitude doesn't improve. Matt asks for his name, and the officer refuses, trying to hide behind the Terrorism Act until he's pushed further. But once the detention had ended, Code C of PACE, the rules police must follow, required him to give his name.
I'm not being detained under the Terrorism Act, therefore I would like your name, please.
My collar number is 3816.
Right, I have not been detained for terrorism. Can you explain to him?
His name.
He does.
Provide you his collar number, which he's done. Doesn't need to provide his name.
He does. What's your collar number?
Over it, Matt, but you're not getting my name. You've got my contact details. You've got my collar number. You know where I
It's
work.
your policy to give me your name.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
My policy is to give you my
Collar number and
collar
name.
number. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Yes,
sorry.
it is. You're going to get retrained then, aren't you?
That's fine with me, don't worry.
You're going to get retrained on searching people unlawfully as well.
What, section 43 of the Terrorism Act?
Yeah, because
No, I'm
it's
not
abused. No, not
Yeah, well, I
not
am
when you've got no reason. Not
I am.
because I took a picture of the Porsche Panamera.
No, you
And
went
the
to
police
film
station.
the police station, you filmed Cumbrian police station, you filmed Kendal police station, you go into large pharmaceutical sites of interest, all to get a reaction. That's
Right,
what you're
is
doing,
that
that's
what
how
it
you're
is?
spending your time. That's entirely up to you, how you decide to waste your time.
I'm not wasting my
I've
time.
now done my
You're-
job,
You're
okay?
the one that's wasting
I've
your
searched,
time. Yeah, and you've done it incorrectly.
I don't think I have.
Oh, you have. Well, there's a law and you need to uphold it. You should leave your ego in the bedside drawer when you come out to work, mate.
When Matt points out how often Section 43 gets misused, the officer turns it around and accuses Matt of deliberately visiting police stations and other sensitive locations just to provoke a reaction. In other words, the officer admits he knows exactly what Matt is doing: auditing. That's not terrorism, not a crime, and not even suspicious behavior. It's lawful filming meant to test how police respond. And here's the key point: if the officer truly believed Matt was only there to get a reaction, why did he give him exactly that? Detaining Matt under the Terrorism Act wasn't about safety, it was about ego. By his own admission, the officer knew what Matt was doing and still chose to escalate using one of the most serious police powers available. That's not protecting the public. That's falling straight into the trap.
If you, look through my phone like you shouldn't have been doing. Did you see the pictures of my wife with her out?
No,
No.
no.
It makes me wonder why you wanted to search my phone when I've been doing
Well, I
what
can
I'm
under
doing.
Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, I'm allowed to look through any digital media.
If you've got reasonable grounds, mate, you haven't.
Yeah, I have.
You didn't?
I have.
Right, we'll see about that, won't we?
Crack on.
I better tell you something, you won't do this again. You won't abuse Section 43 again. This will be the last time you do that. So, like, there's no one round here, is there?
Yeah, anyone?
So I'd be likely to get into trouble if I swore.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be, you'd be getting retrained about that if you did that. Because there's no one about. You point to me, the nearest person that could hear me swear right now. Show me the nearest member of the public.
It's really, really windy, so your voice could probably carry over to that fence where I can't really see through the bush.
Right, well, there's no one actually behind the bush.
There could be children there, so.
Could be.
Yeah, there could be.
Right, what about if I whisper it to you?
You'd whisper what to me?
A swear word.
Why would you want to do that?
Just to prove to you that I can.
What does that prove?
Because you try to tell me that I can't do it, I'd get into trouble. When there's no one around.
It proves. Why would you want to come on?
Proves that you're wrong.
Well, you won't be coming that close to me anyway to whisper it in my ear.
Well, your mate came that close to me without his mask on.
Well, if you start walking towards me like
I'm not
that,
going to start walking towards
No,
you.
you're not.
But if I did, go on.
I won't let you do it.
Alright.
If you start walking to me for absolutely no reason whatsoever, I won't allow it. So.
Alright. You're a real hero, you aren't you? What a tough guy.
Not at all. Would you allow just someone randomly just to start walking up to you?
If he was going to say something to me, yeah. Is that a crime?
Did I say
Is
was?
it? Right, well, shut up then.
No, you shut up.
Or else what?
Well, you're telling me to shut up.
So, I pay your wages, that's the difference.
I pay your benefits, so let's call it even.
I haven't got benefits though, mate.
We don't pay my wages.
I probably make more in an hour than what you do in a week.
I'm sure you do. Right, well, you're doing very well for yourself.
I am, thank you very much. Yeah, don't tell me to shut up, by the way.
As soon as Matt starts using the law to push back, the officer loses his composure. Instead of acting professional, he just repeats Matt's words back at him like a child would to saying "shut up." That's not how a trained officer should behave. It shows he's rattled and out of his depth. But the real low point comes next. When Matt makes the simple, true point that police wages are paid by the public, the officer sneers back, "I pay your benefits." That wasn't an accident, it was a deliberate personal insult. The truth is, under the Police Act 1996, police are funded through taxes, meaning everyone in the public contributes to police wages. So Matt was right. The officer's comment about benefits wasn't just irrelevant, it was an unfair, insulting stereotype.
Shut down, what's that, your brain cell?
Right, what I'm going to do, you can pick a form up from the police station anytime. Leave this car park now, it's private property.
Right, okay.
Off you go.
I will leave, just keep away.
Off you go. Off you go. Keep your dog away from my legs, please. Off you go, please don't fall over.
Watch he doesn't piss on your boots.
Go. Well, if he does,
Yeah?
he'll be getting launched across the pavement, won't he?
You've just threatened to kick me dog.
No, off the property.
You've just threatened to kick me dog.
Once.
It's
don't get
public
warned again.
property.
This is it, no.
It's public property.
No, this is
It's
private.
public property, muppet, and we pay for it.
You don't pay for anything.
Yes, yes, I do. Pay for your van, pay for your equipment, pay your wages.
I think you would need a job for that.
Right, and we're going to find out why you've threatened to kick me dog. You kick him, no, you would charge me, you would fine me. You wouldn't kick him. You'd kick him, would you? Right, you're going to be held accountable for that. You are going to be held accountable. Thank you very much, young lady. You've been very nice. And see you later, PC Muppet. PC Mug. Say hello to all your
You enjoy the rest of your day.
I will do.
You enjoy watching that video by yourself later.
There'll be about 10,000 people watching it.
With you by yourself.
No, you guys can have a look and you can read the comments. See you later. Thank you very much, love. See you later, Muppet.
The encounter ends with the officer at his worst. After Matt makes a light joke, the officer snaps and orders him off the police car park, falsely claiming it was private property when it was clearly open to the public. This wasn't about protecting property, it was about punishing Matt for annoying him. Then things get even worse. The officer says that if Matt's dog pees on his boots, he'll kick it across the pavement, a threat of violence against an animal, made by a police officer in uniform, on duty, in public. It's a shocking thing to say and shows just how poorly he behaved. Looking back, the warning signs were there from the start. The officer tried to act like he had authority he didn't actually have, demanding Matt's details with no legal reason, and claiming he could search his phone. These weren't honest mistakes, they were deliberate lies meant to pressure someone who actually knew his rights. When that didn't work, the officer escalated by misusing the Terrorism Act to detain him. That misuse of Section 43 is the moment the whole situation falls apart. Matt was dressed normally, filming openly, walking his dog, and staying calm. Nothing about him suggested any real suspicion of terrorism. The officer's sarcastic line, "What does a terrorist look like?" only shows how weak his justification really was. This wasn't proper policing, it was the officer's ego taking over. Even basic procedure wasn't followed. During the stop and search, the officer started filling out the required paperwork but then refused to give it to Matt, telling him to pick it up later from the station. This breaks PACE Code A, which says that documentation must be given at the time. It looks like a deliberate move to avoid accountability, more about control than doing things properly. That's really the main point of this video: the false claims about his powers, the misuse of the Terrorism Act, the refusal to hand over paperwork, the sarcastic comments, the personal insults, and finally the disturbing threat toward Matt's dog. All of it shows an officer who isn't fit to hold the authority he has. This wasn't real policing. It was anger and ego on display while in uniform. In the end, Matt didn't even need to call him out. The officer exposed himself and embarrassed the police force he represents. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps support this independent coverage. Also, be sure to check out Matt's channel, linked in the description, and show him some support. Thanks for watching. This has been Police Perp, and I'll see you in the next one.